What is going on, everybody? ZyoniK here, and in today's video we're going to be checking out some awesome battles submitted to the channel here by a member of the community, Las Vega Lycan. So shout out to them. Thank you for sharing this with us, and as you guys can see, they're running a pretty awesome, I think, standard team here. The Talonflame there, which is Community Day with Incinerate. Meganium as well, which we haven't seen in a while, but this Pokemon is very strong, everyone. It used to be extremely meta before Galarian Stunfisk came out, when Registeel and Azumarill was the core, because this thing can beat it. It has Earthquake, and if you have that Community Day move of Frenzy Plant, it's an absolute monster. And then utilizing Vigoroth there on the safe swap, one of the best safe swaps here in the Great League. So let me know what you guys think about these battles and this team. Be sure to smash that like button, and let's go ahead and get right into the video. Alright, let's see what this team is made of. We have Talonflame versus Galarian Stunfisk on the lead. Alright, a really tough lead matchup right here. And they're probably going to look to swap out, maybe to try to catch the Rock Slide right here on the Vigoroth, but they don't. Will an Earthquake come through here? Charge Move now coming through. Earthquake will do a lot of neutral damage, and they probably are throwing it. No, it was just a Rock Slide Shield Bait. That is unfortunate, but we are going to see a Venusaur now come in. What's great here with Vigoroth is Body Slam and Counter is such a spammy combination, especially in a matchup like this. As you guys can see, it's doing so much damage, and they're going to be able to get to another one in time. But no, Frenzy Plant is going to come through. They're going to go ahead and let this Charge Move go. Frenzy Plant won't one-shot, but my goodness, it's going to get it low like it does. Now, this is going to be a race between Vine Whip, Counter Down, and we may see a shield here from Venusaur as well, which we do, and the next Body Slam, but I think the Vine Whip is going to win out, which it does. Now, Talonflame can easily come in and farm down here for a lot of energy. That is what's so dangerous about a Talonflame, is its ability to farm down and have loaded energy for the back end. So Sludge Bomb does come through for a lot of neutral damage, and we'll probably see Galarian Stunfisk come back in, so hopefully they don't over tap right here, because that Galarian Stunfisk does have a lot of loaded energy, but we are going to see a Pelipper come in. That is unfortunate. This Flame Charge is probably not going to be shielded right here, but what's great here is this is where Meganium can do so well because of its ability to break apart cores. It can do neutral damage with Frenzy Plant to both Pelipper and Galarian Stunfisk. We'll probably see that. Yeah, they're going to swap right away, get into Meganium, start getting ahead on energy, and now they need to watch out for an Earthquake, but they do get to the Frenzy Plant, but it goes into the Galarian Stunfisk right here, which might be enough damage to take it out. No, not enough right there, but they can easily farm down. Because they're grass typing, they don't need to worry about the Earthquake, right? It is going to be resisted. On top of that, the Rock Slide doesn't do too much damage, and they can just commit to the farm down. This is really, really nice right here. They have to watch out for the Hurricane here from the Pelipper, so they can let this next Rock Slide go through and look to farm down and throw a Frenzy Plant versus the Pelipper, and that is going to be a good game. Pelipper does have the Charge Move, though, so they're going to have to shield, but Meganium able to close this thing out nicely. Again, that Water Flying typing will take neutral here from Frenzy Plant. Meganium showing what it's made of. It used to be hyper meta back in preseason, season 1, 2, and 3, but it's kind of fallen from grace, but it is still extremely strong now in this meta. All right. Moving into the next battle, we have Talonflame versus Venusaur on the lead. Oh, you'll love to see it. Let's see what the opponent decides to swap into. They're going to swap into a Galarian Stunfisk, so they're going to go ahead and bring in this Vigoroth. Now, Vigoroth can't go directly for Body Slam because it's going to be resisted from that Steel typing here. So we'll have to see if the Vigoroth decides to shield this Charge Move. No, they're going to let it go. It is just a Rock Slide right there, which doesn't do too much neutral damage. They really have to watch out for the Earthquake, but they are going to go for the Bulldoze now. This will do super effective damage and look to force a shield here from the Galarian Stunfisk, which they don't. They are able to take out the Galarian Stunfisk right there. We'll probably see the Venusaur come back in, which Vigoroth might be able to get to a Body Slam in time before the Frenzy Plant. So we do see the Venusaur now come back in. Vigoroth able to get to that Body Slam. This is what's so great about a Vigoroth. It is so spammy. It can handle so much of the meta. And Pokemon that do resist it, it can do at least neutral damage or super effective with that Bulldoze. So like Galarian Stunfisk, for example, which resists the Body Slam. A Frenzy Plant is going to take down the Vigoroth right there. Talonflame is going to come in and absolutely destroy. Oh man, are we about to see a Brave Bird? No shield right here. A bit of lag, but they do get to the Brave Bird. If this lands, I will boom at 9 a.m. in the morning. Here we go. No, it gets a shield. They're going to swap right into Meganium right here. Again, they need to watch out for the Hurricane, so they'll probably be shielding at least this first charge move. We saw how much damage Sludge Bomb did to Talonflame. Oh, they let it go. That is risky right there. Frenzy Plant now coming through. This is going to do a lot of neutral damage to Pelipper and might get a shield right here, which it does. But we saw how much damage Sludge Bomb did in the previous battle, so that Talonflame doesn't have to worry too much. It's going to hurt, but it won't one-shot it with the remaining health that it does have. So Meganium is now going to shield this next Weather Ball right here and look to get off this Frenzy Plant, which should be enough damage to take out the Pelipper, and hopefully the Switch Clock is coming back up here with the Talonflame. It's very, very close. They're looking to get to it. Venusaur is loading up on energy. They're going to try to just go for a Frenzy Plant right here, and this might do enough resisted damage here to take out the Venusaur. We'll have to see, but they'll likely fast swap into Talonflame. No, not enough. Talonflame comes in and does get off the fast move, and that is going to be a good battle. Very well played. All right. Moving into this next battle, we have Talonflame versus Medicham on the lead. A pretty positive matchup right here, so we'll probably see a swap out. No, they're deciding to stay in. Might want to go for that Psychic, but Talonflame looking really, really strong right now and is going to overload on energy and going for the Flame Charge right here. Hopefully this gets a shield from the opponent, otherwise Brave Bird would have one-shot. It does get a shield, which is perfect. It's going to boost that attack. Now they have to watch out for Psychic. That does a lot of neutral damage to the Talonflame. They're going to go ahead and shield the Psychic. Perfect. This is so awesome here for the Talonflame. We'll have to see what they have in the back, but now this Talonflame can just go for Flame Charges. It's going to do so much neutral damage that the Medicham has to respect it. They decided to let it go, so Talonflame is going to be able to farm down. It is double boosted right here, and we may see another shield. Talonflame is going to shield. It was another Psychic, which is perfect. I wonder if their backline is extremely weak. It's going to be a Umbreon that does come in, so they're going to go for the Brave Bird. This is double boosted right here, which means it's going to do so much damage if it lands against the Umbreon. No, it gets the shield, and they're going to go ahead and swap now into the Meganium. We'll have to see what decides to come in, but they're staying in with Umbreon, which means there might be something weak in the back. Maybe there's an Azumarill in the back, but let's see how this plays out. Foul Play comes through. Doesn't do too much damage against Meganium. Meganium's very, very bulky, everyone, and we do see a Venusaur come in. This is what's great about Meganium as well. Even though it doesn't have access to a super effective damage move, it does have Earthquake, which does massive neutral damage right there. But Venusaur as well is going to do super effective damage right with that Sludge Bomb. So we'll see Meganium go down right here, but Talonflame can easily come in and farm and probably look to Brave Bird the Umbreon, and there is still a Vigoroth lurking in the back for that Umbreon. So let's see what decides to come in. Talonflame is going to come in. Hopefully it can farm down in time. No, Venusaur able to get to the charge move. If this is a Sludge Bomb, Talonflame will go down. No, it's just a Frenzy Plant, which is resisted. Venusaur goes down, and hopefully Talonflame can get to a charge move. No, the Umbreon does decide to throw its Foul Play right here, but that is okay. Vigoroth is in the back. It's going to do super effective damage with that counter because of the Dark typing, and the Body Slams right here as well will do a lot of neutral damage. This is basically going to be a good game. There's not a lot this Umbreon can do. Even though Foul Play does do neutral damage, Vigoroth has enough bulk to it, and Umbreon is not a very offensive heavy Pokemon where Foul Play will be able to take it out, right? So we'll see how much damage it does. It's probably going to do about 20% right here. Yeah, not too much damage. So Vigoroth is looking really good, and that is basically going to be a good battle. So Talonflame really strong there on the lead, handling that Medicham extremely well, and is basically really strong against this whole team as well. Even though the Umbreon did come in, it could have done a lot of damage if that Brave Bird went through. All right, good game right there. All right, let's go ahead and move into the next battle. So we have Talonflame on the lead versus Drifblim. All right, tough matchup right here. It's good. Both are going to be doing neutral damage to each other, but they really have to watch out for the Shadow Ball and the Brave Bird on the other side. But they're going straight for the Brave Bird right here. Is this Drifblim gonna respect the Talonflame? No, it doesn't. Boom! Takes out the Drifblim, and we will see Galvantula now come in, so Vigoroth is going to come in, and we will see a Diggersby come into this Vigoroth. That is unfortunate right here. Vigoroth going for the Bulldoze. I would have guessed they would have been going for Body Slam spam right here. No shield as well. Yeah, they probably should have been going for Body Slam spam, but that is okay. Vigoroth not going to shield right here as well. I don't think Earthquake is going to do enough neutral damage, and it's just going to be a Fire Punch, so they definitely need to be going for these Body Slam spams. But Galvantula is basically going to get absolutely destroyed by the Talonflame, especially when it has shields, and Vigoroth right here is going to be handling the Diggersby, and that is going to be a good battle. There is still Meganium in the back, so yeah, they're going to let this go. Fire Punch. Oh, they go for the Earthquake to take out the Vigoroth, which means Talonflame can just come in and farm down and absolutely wreck this Galvantula in the back. But they're going to go ahead and bring in the Meganium and look to farm down. The Galvantula does swap through though and is able to get to a charge move. This is going to be lunge, and it does do super effective damage to Meganium on top of lowering that attack, which is unfortunate right here. So they're going to go ahead and go for a Frenzy Plant. This is going to do a lot of chip damage and probably force a shield here from the Galvantula. I'm surprised they didn't bring in the Talonflame to farm down, but they're going to go ahead and swap on the charge move on the lunge. So this is going to be resisted because of the fire and flying typing right there, so it's not going to do too much, and hopefully they can farm down with Incinerate. Look at how much damage Incinerate's doing. That is just insane. They can safely shield right here, and then the Diggersby is going to go down probably to 1 Incinerate as well, and that is going to be a good battle. No shields thrown by the opponent right there. They are saving it for their next game. Good battle. All right. Talonflame on the lead versus Galarian Stunfisk. Again, a very tough lead matchup to deal with, but again, they want to try to swap and catch that Rock Slide here on the Vigoroth, save that energy, because Galarian Stunfisk here is that ground steel typing. That steel typing is going to take so much damage from Flame Charge and Incinerate that if it can come back into that fight with loaded energy, it can do really, really well. Now, we do see a Pelipper come in, so this might be a double flyer team, maybe being Galarian Stunfisk, Tropius, and Pelipper, or Galarian Stunfisk, Jumpluff, and Pelipper, which is a very common line. But Vigoroth, again, just showing how strong it is on the safe swap. It puts pressure on that Galarian Stunfisk to swap out, and it puts shield pressure on the Pelipper, which decided to swap in, which means Talonflame is looking really strong to close endgame. No shield as well on the charge move. Could be a Hurricane to take it out, but it is going to be, yeah, it is going to be a Hurricane. Boom! Takes out the Vigoroth right there. We'll probably see Meganium look to come in and farm down. No, they're going to bring in the Talonflame right here. That might be a crucial mistake right there. Because of all the energy wasted from the Pelipper, the Meganium could have come in and farmed down, but they are going to be able to take out the Pelipper either way, and the Galarian Stunfisk is going to come back in. They're going to swap right away into a Meganium Mirror right here. So in the Mirror fight, you want to be going for Frenzy Plant, because both Frenzy Plant and Earthquake are resisted, but Frenzy Plant will do more damage per energy. So this is just going to be a back and forth. Who decides to shield, who decides not to, and I think there is a potential win condition here for this battler with the Talonflame farming down the Meganium and look to get shields, or save the shield for the Talonflame, because they have to stop that Rock Slide. So they're going to go ahead and go for a Frenzy Plant now. This might get a shield from the opponent. No, it doesn't right there. Another Frenzy Plant coming through. This is going to come down to the wire again. They're just throwing back. They're throwing Frenzy Plants back and forth for that resisted damage, and we'll see how this plays out. Going to go ahead and go for another Frenzy Plant. If the opponent decides to let this go, they need to swap right away into that Talonflame and look to get ahead on energy. They do let it go. They need to swap right away. Oh, the Galarian Stunfisk is loading up. That is unfortunate. They do swap into Talonflame, though, on the charge move, which means they're going to have to shield this right here. But this Galarian Stunfisk has so much energy, I don't think there is a win condition right there. Yeah, that is unfortunate. Rock Slide is now going to take out the Talonflame. Very close battle. Almost had it right there, but there's nothing now that they can do. Galarian Stunfisk has a shield still, and that is going to be a good battle. Very well played. Okay, solid set right there, 4-1. Had a great opportunity to win that last one if just make a small adjustment right there, which just goes to show how strong this team can be in this meta. Again, all these Pokemon are very accessible, and if you guys don't have these Community Day moves like Frenzy Plant or Incinerate, you guys can look to trade for them or utilize an Elite Charge TM. This battler, Las Vega Lycan got to 2732 rating with this team, which is awesome to see. Huge congratulations. It's a very, very strong team. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know down in the comments what you guys thought about this team and these battles, and like always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.